Hi, everyone. This is Susie Byler. I am a forerunner and emissary of source codes, and I'm here with Jan King. Jan has been with me partaking of my work for many years now, and she is someone just so special in my world. And I wanted to introduce you all to her. I want you to be able to receive from what she's saying today. And you know, Jan has some special shamanic codes. Maybe she'll bring some through for us later. No pressure. I don't know. We're just going to let spirit take it from here. So, Jan, thank you for being with us. And how would you like to start?
I would just like to share that I am so thankful that I chose to be a member of the Creation Temple. Before I came to be with the Creation Temple, I was so lost and so damaged on so many levels, from manipulation in our food and from the dark forces, and just from the trauma I experienced and even past trauma I experienced, that I couldn't connect to the source within. And so the first time I met Susie, it was just kind of my guidance that this feels good. This feels right for me. So in the process, I've been with the Creation Temple as a Master Supreme Creator now for almost 2 years. And so the monthly channeling with Creator is just profound. And the Creation Temple container, you feel safe there, and you feel source in this container, and it just helps you to grow and expand, and helps you do your shadow work with a lot more ease. And I know that when the more you release your shadow self, the more light you hold, you start receiving your gifts. And it's just profound. I have, in this container, in a short period of time, have started a great healing process on my inner child, which is profound for everyone to do, to welcome her back in your life and to make her or he feel safe. Past life experiences are cleared, cleansed. Past traumas in this lifetime, cellular memory, DNA is cleared. The breakdown in your body, the physical body is recharged and realigned, as well as the mental and spiritual body. I just recommend anyone who might be struggling a little bit that this is the antidote, because it's source light, it's source God creator. And when you're in a container where source is, you get to ask personal questions, you get to ask public questions. It's just, I would do it again and again and again and again. And in the beginning, I just thought to myself, you know, I don't have a whole lot of money, but I was going to put, it was worth anything I can give for my spiritual journey to expand. And all the money in the world couldn't have paid for what my experience with this Creation Temple. And I told myself I wasn't going to cry, but it is profound. So anyone out there, if you're looking or struggling, if this speaks to you, I would highly recommend you join the Creation Temple. And if nothing else, just conversations with Source on a monthly basis for a little while, just because you talk about Source, who is all of everything, connected to everything, created everything. When he speaks, those codes come into you, into your being, and it starts recalibrating things. It helps you have clarity and understanding, and you know where to go, you know how to do it. it's just profound. And I could go on for days.
Well, Jan, I love how beautifully you've received these past 2 years. And for those who aren't aware, the Creation Temple is a container. We use online video Zoom, and we meet every Monday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. And when Jan's talking about connecting with Source and speaking with Source, she's referring to the Prime Creator channelings. Uh, Jan, one of the things that's blown me away about you is just how deeply you have received and how quickly you have taken the information that comes through for you and applied it to your life and made real, deep, sustainable change. Can you tell us a little bit more about how the inner work that you've done has affected your life and your family, if you're willing?
Absolutely. It's first of all, I want to say it is not easy, but I was just convicted because I wanted to feel Source within me, and I wanted to work with the collective and the earth and all that is with Source light. And the shamanic knowing that I am connected to, I have always known that the more shadow work that you get out of your being, the belief systems, the thoughts that are critical about yourself, anything that is unloving, uh, I just knew to pay attention to my thoughts and my actions and my words. And when you start to do that, that awareness alone will start to awaken things, and you will start releasing without you even knowing it, really. But it is profound. I always knew there's a lot of shadow work within me to do, and there always will be, because the more shadow you release, the more light you hold, the more Source light you are. And it's I had a Native American holy man tell me one time in the early part of my journey, our life's journey is like a stream, a mountain stream. And the more debris that falls into this river, into the creek, the trees, the debris, it stops the flow of Source, the source of water coming through. So the debris is labeled as the shadow aspects of ourselves, not loving ourselves as much, or whatever your trouble is. And once you start releasing the debris out of your stream and out of your being, then Source flows much stronger. It's the same thing with the creek. You take a big tree out of a creek, it's going to flow much more. So that's always been my aspect. And I just knew to go to Source. I just knew that that was the one. This is where I need to be. Yeah, it's profound. And with Source, with you and the codes, it's a lot easier than doing it on your own.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm so committed to my own journey, is because I know that when I grow and expand, that my people do it as well. And that's the whole point for me. I know you've shared a little bit about your daughters and how your relationships have healed and changed. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I want to preface this because people like us often don't fit in. We often don't relate to others in the same way. We come from a very different soul-centered place in the way we live our lives, and people sometimes have a hard time relating to us because of that. And I'm no exception, you are no exception, but I know that because of how you've changed and healed yourself, you've also been able to experience healing in your relationships.
Yes. And that was probably one of the most difficult part of my journey, is my girls were not on a spiritual journey at all. I mean, they are living in the matrix. And so at times it was difficult to be in with them, and I had even contemplating going somewhere else or living somewhere else. But every time I talked to Creator about it through Susie, the Creator was always compassionate, always felt the level of compassion and empathy. And he reassured me every time that this is an opportunity for your mastery. This is an opportunity for you to look deeper within and become still within. And the stillness within, the God within, will emanate from you, and your girls will change. They will feel it. And I did it. And it took mastery is a good word. I'm still working with that, but it is profound how much they have turned around, and it's a miracle. It really is a miracle, and how strong the frequency of source is within us when we open up to it, when we release what no longer serves. And my daughters are coming around, and they're awakening on some level, and I'm just so appreciative. And thank you for bringing that up, Susie.
Yeah, of course. I think people really relate to this situation. And along those lines, I'm wondering if you would be willing to bring something through for us. For those people out there right now feeling alone, feeling like they're separated from God, feeling like they're separated from their soul family, are there some light language codes that you could bring through for us just to help soothe their hearts and help them feel some connection?
Of course. In this moment, anyone that is watching this is just to be. And all you focus on is deep breath coming in. And we're just going to relax in our breath. Just relax for a moment so that the codes from the Anaweh Elders will come deeper into you. And we are connected in our heart space with Source, Mother Earth, and all that is. Ho shatai kata no shanai. We shaito no kanai shoe. Ji kasha ishon no e kanai. O shae nae ka no shae. Eka no shono na eka to ishono oya. Ishaya. Awaken, awaken, awaken. Chono ko te ni no shono ea. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. In the heart is where it is. Oh, ka shono o. Oh, wa na ishatae. Oh, shae. Ko ma he. I love you all. I thank you. Ooh.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. I just want to say, if you're watching this and you feel called to join the Creation Temple, but maybe you feel intimidated because of, the high level of frequency that's being shared here. And I just want to encourage you. It doesn't matter if your spiritual gifts aren't activated yet. That's something that can happen within the temple. It doesn't matter if you don't have clarity over what your soul mission is. Also, that's something that can happen in the creation temple. That's the whole reason we're here. So if you feel called to join us, there'll be a link in the description. Go ahead and click that and sign up. Jan, is there anything you want to end with? Is there anything else you want to say?
Um, I have an exercise for everyone just to be aware. There's an awareness behind our thoughts and our actions and our words. Just be aware of when the critical thoughts of self come in. And when you hear that, just acknowledge it. That alone is the beginning stages of transcending it. And that's all. We are all source. Source is within you, no matter how troubled you are. Source is there. This is just a quicker way to open it all up and remember everything. And I'm just so grateful for this container. I will forever, infinitely be grateful for Susie and her gifts and this container. And I thank you.
Thank you so much, Jan. We've been running the Creation Temple now. We're in our 8th year. And what that means is that the energy has just grown stronger and stronger. The power of the container is more and more potent, so that when you step in it, you get to harness the past 7 years that we've developed the energy of the Creation Temple. It's quite remarkable. When I started this, I had no idea that it would turn into what it's turned into. And so, Jan, having you in that container has just amped up the power even more. And just so grateful for you and what you brought into the container.
Thank you so much, Susie.